to talk to you about a download I got from the spirit of the buffalo. I was born clairvoyant, but oftentimes the way that my information comes to me or my inspiration comes to me is pretty pedestrian and pretty 3D, pretty easy. So I want to share that, but I also want to share the message. I had been sitting at the kitchen table and was very overwhelmed. I felt pretty confused by a number of my relationships, and I also felt really overwhelmed and my creativity was stuck. So I basically felt like there were a number of things in my life that were knotted up and I could not see a clear path forward. And I was trying to do some work at my computer. I took a minute and I stepped away from the computer and I stretched. And when I looked up, and I'd been thinking about this while I was stretching, and when I looked up, I was face to face with this huge bag in my house that my kid's dad had left at my house. It's not normally there. And I was face to face with a huge drawing of a buffalo on the bag. And I was like, oh, hi. And I took it from there. And because I was loosely praying while I was stretching, and I use praying really loosely, I'm basically talking to my guides or trying to glean information or guidance or praying, whatever you want to call that, a lot of the time. So for me to be mulling something over that was important, to stretch and be loosely praying and look up and come face to face with a buffalo that's not normally there, I knew to take that as an eyes open, clairvoyant nudge. So I did my version of inspired writing, asking the buffalo for their guidance, and it was really beautiful. And the buffalo to me is such a thunderous animal, so big, so strong, and it really surprised me that the message for me was very delicate, very nurturing. And instead of being incredibly earth-based, it really was more emotional or water-based in nature. And the first thing they did was give me a sacred symbol to help ground and stretch myself. That's going to be in my next video. They also gave me a suggestion to do something that I call dying while alive. That's going to be in another video too. So first off, the vision they gave me was almost as if I was a bird's eye view. And they showed me laying against a buffalo, riding a buffalo forward, laying flush on its back, and the herd, the rest of the herd, splitting in front of us, peeling to the side and joining in the flow behind us, almost in a way to embrace me and help get that flow going again. And they gave me a lot of visuals, but their main message was for me to soften and relax and allow. They said that I was having a disconnect and I was feeling like I was spinning my wheels because at the heart of things was my frustration. I was really stuck in my earth story at that moment and for a while. They were saying you're experiencing this split in consciousness right now that has got you thinking you can't see a way forward. And right now it's like you are stuck in that point of duality where you're believing your earth story, that you're overwhelmed, that you're stuck in the muck, that it's you against the world, instead of being more based in what's true, which is a sense of oneness and is more about allowing the flow to happen rather than me brainstorming my way forward. So that's what they were really encouraging me to do, to relax and allow. They also said, and this is important especially for the empaths out there, if you are someone who's naturally an empath, we get so much information from people all the time. It's coming in, I feel like, from every dimension all the time. They were saying, allow yourself to notice our signs more than you do. Allow yourself to be in communication with Earth's animals more than you do. In a sense, we are easier for you to understand. And I understand that because when people are talking to me, I joke about this. It's almost like what they're saying is somewhat of a distraction because it's almost like I can hear a subtitle going the whole time. And as humans, we are so complex. And a lot of times what we're saying is not congruent necessarily with what's on the inside. So, and sometimes that's appropriate, but if you're an empath, what that boils down to is you're getting a lot of incongruent information coming at you all the time. And the buffalo is saying, let us in more. We're all around you. Bring yourself in a communion, in a communication with us more than you do. In a sense, we're easier for you to understand. And I thought that was really beautiful, and I thought a lot of people may take something away from that. And I'll definitely put that sacred symbol and their suggestion to die while alive in the next 2 videos. Thanks so much, guys.